Guys, welcome back. This is Geno with Pour Decisions Daily. So a lot of you guys has been sending me a message secretly asking me, hey Geno, what bottles do you have back there? How many bottles do you have? And to be honest with you guys, I have no idea how many bottles I have really. I buy some bottles that looks interesting to me. If I like the bottle too, I will buy like a backup. So between the backup and the regular bottles, I have no idea really. So it will be like we're gonna find out today exactly how many bottles I have. So I figured today, I'll give you guys a little tour. Each shelf, kind of like I try to set it up so there's a purpose, but it's a work in progress. You're always moving things around. You buy something new and this gets shipped around. Now you have a bottle that's a little too tall, so now that gets moved around. You know the struggle, guys. So today we're gonna do that. We're gonna go from just kind of going through everything that's behind me right now, and hopefully you guys like that. And if you like that kind of video, guys, you've never been before, my name is Geno with Pour Decisions Daily. Consider subscribing to the channel. As a matter of fact, you know what? Just subscribe to the channel, because if you don't like this video, you might like the other one. So just subscribe, guys. So without further ado, guys, let's give you guys a little tour. So we'll start in this area right here. I mean, not bourbon, but that's where I keep my glasses over there. Some of you guys are probably asking me, those are just signed boxing gloves. I used to collect them. So that's what those are. And over here, I have, a little picture frame, little family over here. But here is pretty much like the mix that you use to, like this one specifically, it's like coffee liqueur, and you can make, if you want to make some old-fashioned, so all the stuff that you would need is over here, right? And up here, just, a little collection of Blantons. But as you can see over here, we have little bottles of Scotch, because at one point we were thinking about to like save this space up here for our Scotch drinking friends. So Jaden actually got a small pack just to try it, because everybody's been raving about Blue Label. Myself, I drink Macallan and Oban. That, as far as that's pretty much where I'm at. So if you guys have any good recommendation, just spoiler alert, we hated all of those. So we don't like blended, I guess, right? And over here we have some little Bacardi rum, another tequila back there, more vodka and tequila up there. So if we have friends, really small area for those things. And then the bourbon actually starts from here all the way to the right. So that's the first shelf. We'll go back to the top shelf later. So yeah, let's start over here. We have a Special Reserve Weller. And back there, like I said, I have some duplicates. I think we have like 3 or 4 bottles of Old Fitz 7. That's one of Jaden's favorite drink. That's his go-to. So every time he sees it, for especially over the Black Friday event, it was like 50% off. So that was insane. So he grabbed a bunch of them. Next to it is High West. And then a Willet 4-year rye. Back there, hiding is Old Overholt. You guys know how I feel about that. And this one, I'm not too sure whether it's a Total Wine exclusive, the Bondstone, I'm sorry. They have a double oak, triple oak, and a quad oak. And they might even have one before that. I'm not too sure, right? But I picked it up. It's actually pretty good, guys. So if you guys are wondering, this one is toasted in oak staves. It says that. Back there is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Rank Street. So I picked it up because I've never seen it before. Every time I see a bottle that I've never seen before, 9 out of 10 I want to pick it up just to give it a try. I did open it. I don't remember if I liked it. I don't know if I'm the one who opened it or maybe Jay opened that. So here we have my buddy Chris brought over a bottle of Midwinter Night's Dram, and it's actually pretty good. He was okay with it. And over the Black Friday weekend, we actually was able to pick up a couple backup bottles of it because I did enjoy that. We have a Green River Full Proof over here. It's 111.3 proof. Back there is Esther Brooks. I haven't opened that one yet. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. You know, I used to be. I mean, I like all of them. Rye, wheated started to grab my attention, so you'll see a bunch of those. Down here we have a Knob Creek 12, Rebel, a Total Wine exclusive, I think. That's 113 proof. Buffalo Trace back there. We have a Old Forester rye back there, and we have a couple store picks. Elisha Craig. This one is 120, and the one back there is 124. And then over here we have a couple of Costco. No, Sam's. I've actually tried them. Actually, they weren't bad, especially for the price. So I bought a backup. This is actually my backup. Store pick bullet from a local liquor store here. Store liquor. It's called Liquor Box, right? Actually did a video on that store. If you guys haven't watched it yet, go check the channel. Then we have a couple blends over here. And then we have a couple bottles of the single barrel heritage barrel from Jack Daniels. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. And then we have a 1792 bottle and bond, sweet wheat back there. I love that bottle. Love this bottle too. I think I like all of 1792's lineup. Smoke Eye Hill. This one is 134.2 proof. And then the rye version there from, again, my buddy Chris. It's 131.2 proof. And then next to it is my favorite rye. I don't know. After that one, I don't know what my favorite rye is right now. But this one has always been my go-to. The Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye. Actually have a backup over there. Did I cover the darts? That's actually pretty good. The cigarette blend. I don't know if it quite tastes like cigarette. Old Granddad 114. And then, you know, my favorite double oak. Woodford Reserve. Over here is kind of like a knick-knack, more back of the Old Fitz 7-year. And we actually picked up this yesterday on the Black Friday event. The Goose Island Bourbon Reserve County. No, Bourbon County, Goose Island Reserve Brand Stout. Aged 2 years in Parker's Heritage, I guess, barrel, right? So I picked that up. I'm curious. I know you guys saw my video before. I'm kind of like asking, what's up with beer? What would go best with bourbon if you're a bourbon drinker? So you guys gave me a lot of recommendations. And then we have a Horse Soldier right here. We have a Travelers, Long Branch, Wild Turkey, Evan Williams, Frank August's small batch. That one is 100 proof. My wife's love Michael Bublé, so there you go. She bought the whiskey. There you go. Elisha Craig, barrel proof. 119 proof on this one and 126 in the back. Four Roses single barrel, and then we have a small batch. And then we have a little engraved Jack Daniels back there. And I don't know if you guys saw my video. This is my my very first Bardstown. This is the wheated. One of the employees highly recommended it. So he said, you know what? I'm always up for a recommendation, especially if it's something I've never had before, obviously. Clyde Mays, have yet to open that one. It's 5-year single barrel straight bourbon whiskey. And that one is 102 proof. Of course, we have Jack Daniel's Sinatra back there. Still Austin, cast drink. I have yet to open that one. Whistle Pig, collab with Liquid Death. Jaden loves that bottle. Angel's Envy, whiskey, 86.6 proof. We have Old Forester single barrel strength from Liquor Lineup. That one is about 133.3 proof. Alright, this is actually my second bottle. That is delicious. And then we have a couple of Costco bottle and bond. There's one right there. The small batch is over here, and then we have a bottle and bond right there. And then Jaden actually picked up this Jimmy Red, the guy that was working at that video. I don't know if you guys seen that yet, but it's the one in New York City. The guy called this bottle the Antique 107 Killer. So I don't know. Watch that video. You'll see what I said. Old Granddad, bonded, rare character, store pick. Love this bottle. 129.48 proof. It's an 8-year, 3 months old bourbon. Right off the bat, you open that one. Delicious. And then finally up there we have a 1792 foolproof, a small batch, a backup of a Knob Creek 12, Harry McKenna Knob Creek 9. And then we have the Keepers 2025 release back there of Maker's Mark and an engraved Maker's Mark regular bottle over there. And then we have the, I think, rye, the weeded and uncut Frey Ranch up there. And then we have a few lineup of Penelopes up there. Really love it. I don't tell you guys, the Rio though, it's something, it's the Quartet. So if you don't know what's coming your way, you might be kind of like, ooh, Amburana. That's the first Amburana bottle I've ever tasted. It's okay. Like I said, the honey is pretty out there. It's pretty strong. And then we have a couple, you know, back off of blends up there. Another Old Fit 7-year. Stag, Weller 12. 12-year. Pappy, right there, a 10-year Pappy. Shanks, this year's release. Another backup of the Midwinter Night Strem. 10-year Igarare, High West. Have you guys tried the 12-year Igarare? It's delicious. Obviously, it didn't last. It's gone. Russell's Reserve right there. Larceny. Another a bottle of Burrai up there that I haven't opened yet. Backup of Sinatra and a couple EH Taylors up there. So yeah, that's what I have out in the bar right now. And I don't know if I mentioned you guys a little cigar there and some more glasses right there. And this is actually what I normally sit when I do my shorts. And actually this is where I edit real quick. So yeah, this is my whole setup and, you know, some little wine cooler over there. And yeah, that's all we have for the bar. And I hope you guys like this video. I hope I answered the question from one of you guys that wanted to see the current setup. I hope you guys are happy. Let me know if you have, I would love to see, you know, to see some of you guys' setup and your favorite bottles. All of them are my favorite bottle, but you know, they don't have to be necessarily expensive. You know, I always have that go-to bottle. Normally when I'm here, you know, my favorite bottle is kind of like next to each other. Like you'll see my Heritage, my Jack Daniel's Rye, Double Oak, Elisha Craig, you know, Weller once in a while. This is really good. Not that we have a lot of backup, so that's good. But I do really enjoy this Midwinter Night Strem. So as you can see, you asked what my favorite is. I'm gonna give you like probably all the bottles I have, except for that old Overholt Bottle and Bond. That is, I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't care for that bottle. So until next time, guys, if you like this kind of videos, I do a lot of like bourbon hunt, and now I just did a little tour of the bar. So you guys are like, this is the very first bar tour that we have here at home. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, consider subscribing to the channel, or just subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. So until next time, this is Geno with Pour Decisions Daily.